All right, this is a quick tutorial on how to get our VS Code set up for C++ development. So this is going to be on a Mac. I'll do another one of these on a PC. First things first, you need VS Code. If you don't have this, I have another tutorial for our Python class on how to get this up and running, but I'm assuming if you're here, you already have this thing set up. So this is just plain vanilla VS Code. There's nothing in it. There's no extensions, nothing. So extensions are listed here. You can see there's nothing installed. So we are going to use a couple of extensions on this one. One's mandatory, one's just kind of nice. The first one is the C++ extension by Microsoft. There's a few other ones. We're going to use this one for now. Makes life easy. So hit install. All right, that's installed. There's another one that's kind of handy. It's called Error Lens. This guy, I use this one a lot. It just makes finding errors in your code easier. It highlights the whole line instead of just putting a little squiggle underneath your error. So let's just throw that in there. That one's quick. All right, so our extension should look like this. There's other ones we'll add. We'll add some Git ones and some other things later, but for now, this is going to be just fine. The next thing we need is a compiler. So Visual Studio Code does not come with a C++ compiler. You need one of those. So best way to do this, go to your terminal, and let's see if you have one first. So if you type the following, select, xcode -select -p. Okay, there's a space between those two. Hit enter. You should see the following, something with the word command line tools in it. If you have this, all your command line tools are already set up. If you don't, we're going to need to install it. So to do that, type xcode, select, space, -- install. Now, I already have mine installed. It took about 10 minutes. But if you don't have this command line tools thing set up, you're going to need to do this. Go ahead and do that on your own. I'm not going to do that right here. It just takes a while. Once that's finished, you should type this xcode select -p and see this command line tools thing shown. You can also check, we're going to use the Clang compiler. So just type Clang ++ and see if it is ready for code, which it sure is here. All right, so that guy is all set up. So we have our Visual Studio, we have our C++ extension, and we have our compiler. So we can run a quick example on a very bare bones, super simple C++ program. So go here, let's open up a folder. We're just going to put it on our documents or our desktop. Let's make a new folder, call it code. All right, and then open. So that code folder opens up here in VS Code. It's totally blank. We have no files in it. So first thing is we need to tell our Visual Studio, or sorry, our C++ extension where our compiler is. So what you're going to do here is under View, Command Palette. Now there's a shortcut which is listed here, which is Command-Shift-P. But for now, just click this. Now type C++. And we're going to select this Edit Configurations with the UI one listed, okay? No, I don't want to. All right, so this is how we tell VS Code where all of our compilers are and other settings we want. Now this one just came up with its own name for this configuration. Is for a Mac. You can have multiple configurations, which is great. But for now, this is fine. The compiler path, now it's found all of our compilers in here. So I am going to use this Clang++ one because this is a C++ class. Scroll down, IntelliSense mode. It's already picked out for my computer. I've got an ARM64. That's perfect. This lets the IntelliSense know what kind of computer we're on. And the last thing is for the C++ standard. I'm going to use 20. You can pick your own, but for now we're going to use 20. So once that's set up, you can close this, and click in your environment here, do plus, and we're going to type main.cpp. Okay, I do not want to do that, no. That just installs more extensions I don't want right now. So this is a very simple simple C++ program. We're going to bring in one library. We're going to include it. And again, we'll learn all this, but and we're just going to print to the screen hello. Done. So this is the simplest program I can think of. We're going to hit save. Okay, now to compile this, go to our terminal. Down here, we're going to type Clang++, the name of our file, -O, not 0, but O, the letter O, and then whatever we want to call our executable. We'll call it myapp.exe. And if everything is set up, it will produce your application right here. Now we can test it. Just type /myapp.exe, and you should see hello right there. If you got this far, you're 100% set up, and I will see you in class.